Hey, welcome back to Curiosity Hub. I'm Ollie Hubbard. This is week 2 of our 12-week experiment to see if you can go from essentially no formal running training to a marathon in 12 weeks. And week 2 starts off with a speed session. And also this week I'm going to really try and learn a bit about energy systems and share that with you along the way. So let's get into it. Before you watch week 2, you might want to catch up on week 1 just up there, but otherwise, week 2. Okay, warm up done. And so now I'm at this nice hill, and even though all energy systems work together, hopefully going to work more of the ATP-PC system and the lactic acid system running up the hill. 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%, and then there's literally someone playing bagpipes up the top of the hill. And then finish with the 4.5 kilometers, obviously using the aerobic system. So let's get it done. Okay, so going into this week, I thought there were just 3 main energy systems, all of which rely on the ATP molecule or adenosine triphosphate, just meaning 1 adenosine and 3 phosphate groups. Energy is produced when the third phosphate breaks away, leaving ADP or adenosine diphosphate, meaning 2. Therefore, all energy systems are just trying to rebuild the ATP molecule from ADP so that it can be broken down again for energy. So to start, the ATP-PC system. The body runs out of its initial ATP after just 2 seconds. It then gets extra phosphate from creatine phosphate, but runs out of that in about 10 seconds. This system is anaerobic, meaning it does not require oxygen. The lactic acid system, or anaerobic glycolysis, then takes over. As suggested by the name, this system does not require oxygen, and it uses glycogen to rebuild the ATP. Depending on the intensity, it can last for about 2 minutes. However, if the exercise is continued, oxygen will reach the muscles and far more efficient aerobic glycolysis will kick in. Glycogen is still the main fuel source, but with oxygen, this system can last for hours. Its byproducts don't decrease performance, so the system is only really limited to your body's glycogen stores, predominantly in the muscles and liver. People often try to boost these stores through carb loading before a race. So I knew about those 3 energy systems, but when I started to research, I discovered a 4th, aerobic lipolysis. Eventually, your body will run out of its glycogen stores, and then, maybe around the 4-hour mark, its main source of fuel will be fat. As you can see in the graph, this last system has been working all along, and it only becomes the main system when you're significantly depleted in glycogen. Also, your body will tend to use this system at lower intensities, and glycogen at higher intensities. This last system is incredibly efficient, and even skinny runners contain enough fat stores to last for hours and hours. Now, I am so happy I've found this out, because during most of my training, I won't really depend heavily on this last system. Until I hit 32-kilometer runs, I should be comfortably within my glycogen stores. However, in the marathon, this system will be more important. So how do I train to develop this energy system without running enormous kilometers? Well, the answer seems to be not filling your glycogen stores and then going for a long run. The lack of stored glycogen will cause the aerobic glycolysis system to peak earlier, and force the body to develop its ability to use fat for energy. So this Sunday, on the long run, I'll give it a go. But I'm taking some snacks just in case, and I don't recommend you try this yourself without consulting your doctor. This isn't a technique to lose weight. It's to try and develop an energy system. And I'll be eating a whole lot straight afterwards. So back to the aerobic system now. Done. You can definitely feel the difference between the different energy systems. So ATP-PC, lactic acid, and aerobic. Day 8, done. 9. Day 9, done. Okay, day 10, 12 kilometers today. Already the shorter runs are becoming as long as last week's long run, so the kilometers are really ramping up, but definitely feeling better, feeling fitter, so let's go. Done. 12 kilometers down. Day 11, just a quick 8 kilometers. Well, it'll probably be quite a slow 8 kilometers today. But before I go and do that, I just wanted to run something by you. So I'm thinking of setting up a fundraising page for the marathon to try and raise a bit of money. And in order to do that, I need to pick a charity. And I'm not 100% sure what to pick, so I thought I would ask you. So if you know any good charities, I'd love for you to comment them below and I'll check them out. Unfortunately, I can only pick one, but I would really appreciate if you shared some of the charities that you know about, and hopefully we can raise some money and raise some support for them. So I'd really appreciate that. But anyway, 8 kilometers today, day 11, let's go. Done. 8 kilometers done. Day 11 done. Good job. Ow. Day 12. I'm having to change my speed sessions on a Friday to basketball matches, which I think is actually a pretty good swap, and I think it will actually keep things interesting, you know, put a bit of variety into it. So changing my runners for my basketball shoes, let's get into it. Just a quick 8 kilometers this morning. Done. I don't have enough time to cool down, so hopefully my knees don't hurt too much tomorrow. Okay, about to run 16 kilometers. I've got a drink bottle, so things are getting serious. I was going to try and fast a bit, so I didn't have much glycogen, and I was working the fat burning system. But then I had a pretty big lunch, and then I had some apple crumble. So maybe next week we'll try that. I was planning to do it, but it's about to rain, 16 kilometers, and I really felt like apple crumble, so next week we'll try that. All good. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much, and yeah, I'll see you when I'm done. It's about to rain. Home stretch. Done. 16 Ks down. Okay, that is week 2 done. We're getting into some serious kilometers now, at least for me anyway, but I hope you enjoyed following the week and learning about energy systems as well. I mean, that honestly was so interesting for me, finding out about that 4th energy system. It blew my mind. I mean, it makes sense, but it was so cool to find out. And so hopefully next week I can eat a bit less apple crumble and maybe fast a little bit and try work out that 4th energy system. But we'll focus on that next week. So also don't forget to let me know about any charities that you know. So any charities that you care about, I would love to learn about, and hopefully we can support one. And so if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to join the journey with us. We're 2 weeks in, we've got 10 to go. So that's about it. I hope you're having a great week, and as always, stay curious. Thanks.